Hello and welcome to the 2022 OWF Cup. This special online event is organised by the Oceania Weightlifting Federation to keep lifters throughout the region engaged, connected and inspired during the ongoing pandemic. We have 12 nations in total participating in this year's OWF Cup. And now let's meet the competitors in this competition session. Representing Cook Islands, Jerome. Representing Australia, Leo Lark. Representing Australia, Riley Porter. Representing Tahiti, Matahi Tahaiapuho. Representing New Zealand, Cam Mctaggart. Representing Australia, Michael Lane. And representing Nauru, Wea Ditadamo. And our technical officials in this competition, referees are Coral Quinnell, Australia, Keisha Dean Soph from New Zealand, and Leanne Springer, Australia. Marshal, Timekeeper and Technology Manager in Australia is Bowen Stewart. And the jury presiding over the competition, the President of the jury from Australia, Pedro Sanchez, and our jury members from New Zealand, Barbara Grieve, and from Australia, Lily Coffer. Now, broadcast technician is Brent Vaughan, and we commence the competition in Cook Islands with the first attempt for Jerome, 103 kilograms. So the clock has commenced counting down for Jerome in Cook Islands, and his first attempt, 103 kilograms. It's a good lift, it's a good start for Jerome, 103. And we apply the automatic 1 kilogram increment to this lifter to call Jerome for his second attempt at 104 kilograms. And 2 minutes on the clock as the lifter's taking successive attempts, and a declaration coming through there from Jerome in the Cook Islands, 107. So the lift remains with Jerome. Jerome, Cook Islands, second attempt, 107 kilograms. And the clock will commence counting down from 2 minutes once the loaders on location complete their work and prepare the barbell for Jerome's second attempt. This is the second competition session of day 2 of the OWF Cup. Day 1 comprised all the female categories, and all the men competing today, day 2. And already this morning with the lighter categories for men. And we're now into our second competition session with the men in the 81 and 89 kilogram bodyweight categories. Although this event is not being contested as usual like a championship within bodyweight categories, the awards are made to the lifters overall in the men's competition and the overall top 3 in the women's competition based on the Sinclair formula. So a Sinclair point ranking list will be generated at the end of the competition. Obviously we have to wait till all lifts are done before knowing the final places. And those top 3 athletes in the women's competition yesterday, and I'll recap those results shortly, because Jerome is ready to take his second attempt, 107 kilograms. Good lift. Another success there for Jerome, 107. And once again, The call rests with Jerome Tura, Cook Islands, 108 kilograms, 1 kilogram increase minimum, to call him for his third attempt. And again, 2 minutes on the clock. Jerome declaring 111. So the lift stays with Jerome Tura, Cook Islands, 111 kilograms, third attempt. The next lifter will be Leo Lark, Australia. So the top three ranked athletes in the women's competition of the OWF Cup, which concluded yesterday, day one, taking home a cash prize delivered by the Oceania Weightlifting Federation. It's a big investment from the Oceania Weightlifting Federation in online weightlifting across the region. And certainly this event, putting up prize money, 3,000 Australian dollars for first place, 1,000 for second, and 700 for third. And the overall competition's based on a Sinclair point ranking. And in the women's competition, the third place was Sarah Cochran, Australia, second place Kiana Elliott, Australia, and first place Fiagea Stowers, Samoa. With the results from the women's competition, the top three and the prize winners. Today's competition, of course, all the men, we've had one session, and the progressive points table and the points that the athletes in this session will be chasing, so far it's 356 points in the lead to 350 and then 339. They're the top three Sinclair point scores so far in the men's competition. So just under 1 minute remaining for Jerome Tura now, and he's coming to the platform for his third attempt at 111 kilograms. No lift on that one, unfortunately, for Jerome, finishing with 107 in the second attempt, on the second attempt. And we go now to Australia, Leo Lark, and his first attempt, 115 kilograms. Following Leo, Matahi Taiapuho, Tahiti. It's a good lift, good start for Leo Lark, 115 kilograms, and now crossing to Tahiti for the first attempt of Matahi Tahaiapuho, 115 kilograms. No lift on that opening attempt for Matahi. Of course, have two further attempts available in the snatch, and he will be the next lifter. So 2 minutes on the clock for the same lifter, Matahi Tahaiapuho in Tahiti, and his second attempt now at the same weight, 115 kilograms. And the lifter following, Cam Mctaggart, New Zealand. It's a good lift that time for Matahi, coming back and taking charge of that 115 kilogram barbell. And we'll call Matahi for his third attempt, 116 kilograms, applying the automatic increment. So at the moment the call is on Ngātahi Tahaiapuho, third attempt, 2 minutes, and there's a declaration of a heavier weight from coming through from Tahiti, 120. So we go to New Zealand, 120 kilograms for Cam Mctaggart, first attempt. Mctaggart moving up. So 120 kilograms will take us to Australia. For Leo Lark in Australia, second attempt. So Mctaggart moving to 125, first attempt. So we're in Australia with Leo Lark, 120 kilograms, second attempt. Tahiti, you'll be next. Good lift. Success there for Leo Lark, 120 kilograms. And now back to Tahiti for Ngātahi Tahaiapuho, third attempt, 120 kilograms.
Look for the Mctaggart ones.
So 120 kilograms, third attempt for Ngātahi Tahaiapuho, Tahiti. Success from Ngātahi there, 100. For the third attempt of Leo. Good lift. Another success for Leo, 123 kilograms, and successful with all attempts in the snatch. And now to New Zealand and Cam Mctaggart. First attempt, 125. Mctaggart taking a bit more weight, 126. So we go to Nauru for Wea Detatamo. First attempt, 125 kilograms. So 125 kilograms, first attempt. Mctaggart, New Zealand will be next. And the weight of the barbell, 125 kilograms for Wea Detatamo. Nauru. Good lift. A good start for Wea there on 125. And now to New Zealand. 126 kilograms is the first attempt of Cam Mctaggart. Porter, Australia, will be next. And a good lift there for Mctaggart in New Zealand, success with 126 kilograms. So we call Cameron Mctaggart and his second attempt, 127 kilograms, but quite likely going to receive a declaration of something heavier than that. And at the moment, the call rests with Cameron Mctaggart, New Zealand, 127 kilograms. Second attempt, Riley Porter, please prepare. And Mctaggart indeed declaring 128. So the call rests with Cameron Mctaggart. Second attempt, 128 kilograms. So the lifter, having declared a change of weight in the first 30 seconds of the time, is entitled to 2 additional changes before the final 30 seconds of the time allocation, in this case a 2-minute allocation. So the call is on Cam Mctaggart, New Zealand, 128 kilograms, second attempt. Porter, Australia, will be next. Good lift, another success for Mctaggart on 128 kilograms. And again, we call Cam Mctaggart, New Zealand, for his third attempt, and a declaration coming through nice and quickly there from New Zealand, 130 kilograms. So we go back to Australia, and Riley Porter, 130 kilograms, first attempt. So we're with Riley Porter, Australia. First attempt, 130 kilograms. And the lifter following will be Waya Detadamo, Nauru. Good lift, good start for Porter on 130 kilograms. Now to Nauru with Waya Detadamo, second attempt, 130 kilograms. The next lifter is Cam Mctaggart, New Zealand. The jury has determined that there will be a 13-minute break between the snatch and the clean and jerk. 13 minutes, 7 competitors, but the competition is moving fairly quickly. So an additional 3 minutes added to the usual 10-minute pause, give the athletes ample opportunity to prepare for clean and jerk. So we're in Nauru now with Waya Detadamo, 130 kilograms, second attempt. Mctaggart next. And a good lift, success again for Waya on 130. And now to New Zealand and Cam Mctaggart, third attempt, 130 kilograms. The next lifter will be Michael Lane, Australia. Good lift. And success across the board there, all three attempts for Cam Mctaggart, New Zealand, finishing with 130 kilograms. Now back to Australia and Michael Lane. First attempt, 132 kilograms. Detadamo Nauru will be next. Good lift, a good start for Michael Lane on 132. And now the same weight in Nauru for Uwea Detadamo, third attempt, 132 kilograms. And at this stage, Michael Lane, Australia, will be the next lifter. Good lift. Success for Uwea as well across all three attempts, finishing with 132 kilograms. And to Australia now, Michael Lane, second attempt, 133 kilograms. Following Lane, Porter, Australia. So the call is on Michael Lane, Australia, 133 kilograms. And we stop the clock. 136 is the call for Michael Lane. It's a declaration on the second attempt, which changes the lifting order. We now go to, we remain in Australia, but a different lifter, Riley Porter. Second attempt, 135 kilograms. And Porter's changed, moving up to 138. So we go back to Michael Lane, 136 kilograms, and his second attempt. The clock recommences for Michael Lane, 30 seconds remaining, as the clock didn't start for Riley Porter, even though he was called. His declaration was very quick. No lift on that one for Michael Lane, so 136 kilograms will remain the weight. And we stay with Michael Lane, and it becomes his third attempt. The lifter will have 2 minutes in this case, taking two attempts in succession. 136 kilograms for Michael Lane, Australia. Riley Porter, Australia, will be next. So we're with Michael Lane, Australia, third attempt, 136 kilograms. So He completed the attempt previously at this weight, his second attempt at this weight, but the majority of referees judging it wasn't done in accordance with the technical rules. And Michael has another chance with his third attempt now, 136 kilograms. And no lift, again, unfortunately for Michael. Success on his first attempt with 132. So again, we remain in Australia, but with Riley Porter and his second attempt. A different location within Australia, 138 kilograms for Riley Porter and his second attempt. Riley will take the last two attempts in the snatch in this competition. We'll follow straight on for his third attempt, successively following this lift. 138 kilograms for Riley Porter, Australia. No lift. But Riley has another chance with this weight. 138 kilograms remains the weight, and it's now Riley Porter, Australia, third attempt. And this is the final snatch in this competition. Will be followed by a break of 13 minutes before we recommence with the clean and jerk. So 2 minutes on the clock. 138 kilograms is the weight of the barbell for Riley Porter and his third attempt. So we're approximately halfway through the 2022 OWF Cup Day 2. We're at the end of the snatch section of the second of our three competition sessions today. All the men's bodyweight categories, the male competitors across the OWF Cup for this year. And the Oceania Weightlifting Federation embracing online weightlifting, taking advantage of modern technology to keep the athletes, indeed the whole weightlifting community across the Oceania continental region, connected and engaged during a time when travel is impossible in many countries and difficult, very difficult at least for all. And through the use of technology and quite a significant investment financially and in terms of human resource from the Oceania Weightlifting Federation, weightlifting is continuing, if not face-to-face, certainly direct, athletes are still in direct competition with each other through events such as this, the OWF Cup. And it's just one of the events that the Oceania Weightlifting Federation is continuing to deliver for weightlifters across the region during the pandemic. Riley Porter now 138 kilograms, third attempt. And again, unfortunately, no lift on that one for Riley, and that concludes the snatch part of this competition. We will resume in 13 minutes with the clean and jerk. Welcome back to the 2022 OWF Cup. It's time to commence the clean and jerk part of our competition, and we start in Cook Islands with Jerome Tura, first attempt, 134 kilograms. The clock is counting down from 1 minute. We're almost at about 40 seconds mark now for Jerome Tura and his first attempt. Jerome was successful with 2 out of 3 snatches earlier in the competition. It's a good lift, a good start for Jerome there on 134 kilograms. And we'll call the same lifter for 135 kilograms and his second attempt. So as always, a lifter taking successive attempts, he has 2 minutes in which to begin the attempt. Once the barbell is loaded and platform clear. And there's a change there, so 138 kilograms is Jerome Tura's second attempt, declaring 138. Still the lifter of the moment, second attempt for Jerome. And the clock will recommence once the barbell is loaded. We're about halfway through the OWF Cup tournament, day 2, at the midway point of our second session of 3 competition sessions today. And the competitors in this group are men 81 and 89 kilogram bodyweight categories. However, the competition itself is not being run in bodyweight categories. It's an overall Sinclair ranking competition. So using the Sinclair formula to generate a points ranking at the end of the competition, and the Oceania Weightlifting Federation awarding prize money of $3,000 to first place, $1,000 to second place, and $700 to third place, according to the Sinclair point ranking in the men's competition and also equally in the women's competition. The women's competition was decided yesterday and completed there. So we're back now, Cook Islands, with Jerome Tura and his second attempt, 138 kilograms. Good lift. Another success for Jerome, 138. And again, there are no other lifters requesting weights of 139, so we add the automatic 1 kilogram increase for Jerome Tura and call him at 139, and he's just declared 142. 142 kilograms will be Jerome Tura, Cook Islands, third attempt. Following Jerome, we go to Tahiti for Matahi Tahaiapuho. So Matahi, please prepare. You are the next lifter. At 142 kilograms in Cook Islands for Jerome Tura. Before we move on to Tahiti. Our final competition session for the men this afternoon, later this afternoon, 2:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, will be the men in the 96, 102, 109 and over 109 kilogram bodyweight categories. But once again, all male athletes and all female athletes competing against each other in overall competition in the OWF Cup. Still more than 1 minute remaining for Jerome, Cook Islands, to begin this attempt at 142 kilograms. And it will be his third and final attempt in the competition. Looking to extend his total by another 4 kilograms. Successful so far with 107 in the snatch, 138 in clean and jerk, so sitting on a 245 kilogram total, chasing 142 kilograms now on his third attempt. And a strong fighting attempt it was, and a good lift. Success for Jerome, 142, 249 kilograms in the total. And now we go to Tahiti, Matahi Tahayapuho. First attempt, 145 kilograms. Leo Lark, Australia, please prepare. You could be the next lifter. So it's Matahi Tahayapuho, Tahiti, 145 kilograms. Good lift. A good start for Matahi on 145, and once again we apply a 1 kilogram automatic increment to the same lifter, but Matahi is declared 150 second attempt, in which case we go to Australia and Leo Lark, Australia, first attempt, 150 kilograms. And following Leo will be Nauru, Wea Detadamo. So Leo Lark, Australia now, 150 kilograms, first attempt. Good lift. Success for Leo Lark, 150 kilograms. And Detadamo has taken more weight, so we go back to Tahiti. And Matahi Tahayapuho, second attempt, 150 kilograms. The clock has commenced counting down for Matahi, second attempt, 150 kilograms. The next lifter, Mctaggart, New Zealand. Matahi now on his second attempt, 150. Good lift. Another success for Tahiti, 150 kilograms. For the time being, the lifter remains Matahi Tahaupuho. 151 kilograms is the call on his third attempt. It's the application of the automatic 1 kilogram increment until the lifter declares something different, a heavier weight, which is quite likely the case. I need to do that within the first 30 seconds of the time allocation. So no declaration coming through there from Tahiti. So 151 kilograms will remain the weight. It will be Matahi's third attempt. So we stay in Tahiti and then travel to New Zealand for Mctaggart as the next lifter. Just over 30 seconds remaining for Matahi to begin the attempt. Not sure if he's going to take this weight, take the attempt at all. He's looking very settled beside the platform or beside the barbell there with 15 seconds left on the clock. And as the last few seconds of time allocation disappear, it's a no lift and an undeclared withdrawal, I'm guessing, from Matahi Tahaupuho after that second attempt. But no notice coming through, therefore the clock needed to run down. So we go to New Zealand for Cameron Mctaggart and his first attempt at 154 kilograms. Good lift, a good start for Mctaggart there on 154. Now we go to Australia and Riley Porter, first attempt.
Stop. No lift.
Okay, the jury has reversed that decision. So Cameron Mctaggart, first attempt, 154 kilograms, no lift. So 154 kilograms then remains the weight, and it is Cameron Mctaggart. On Mctaggart's taking more, he's gone 156. So we do go to Australia and Riley Porter, 155 kilograms, first attempt.
Change.
So Porter taking more weight. 155 kilograms is now the weight. It's for Uwea Detadamo Nauru. So we're off to Nauru for the first attempt of Uwea at 155 kilograms. We don't seem to have a picture from Nauru, a vision from Nauru. Nauru, please check your camera.
Where is that? Yeah, check the other source. Just find number again, just bring it up.
So just searching for Nauru, and there we go. 155 kilograms for Uwea Detadamo, first attempt. The next lifter will be Cam Mctaggart, New Zealand. Good lift. Success there for a weigher on 155. Now to New Zealand and Cam Mctaggart, second attempt, 156 kilograms. So Mctaggart moving up 157. We go to Australia and Riley Porter. So with changes of weight, Detadamo also taking a heavier weight. It's Riley Porter, Australia, first attempt 157 kilograms. Mctaggart, New Zealand will be next. No lift there for Porter on 157. The same weight is the second attempt for Cameron Mctaggart in New Zealand. So we'll go to New Zealand for Cam Mctaggart's second attempt and come back to Riley Porter, Australia as the next lifter. So 157 kilograms, second attempt for Cam Mctaggart. And almost was, it's not, it's 158. So he's taking another change. Take another increase, I should say. So then we go back to Riley Porter in Australia and his second attempt, so he'll have 2 minutes. No, he won't, he'll have 1 minute because the clock started on the succeeding lifter, the following lifter. So Riley Porter, Australia, 157 kilograms, second attempt, and the clock is counting down just under about 50 seconds now. And it stopped the clock, a change there from Porter, 158. So bouncing all over the place now. We stay in Australia though, just a change of lifter. It's Leo Lark, Australia, second attempt, 158 kilograms. Mctaggart, New Zealand will be next. Good lift, successful arc on 158, and now that same weight, 158 kilograms is the second attempt for Cameron Mctaggart, New Zealand. Riley Porter, Australia will be next. Good lift, success for Mctaggart, 158. And once again, 158 kilograms is the weight of the barbell. It's in Australia with Riley Porter, and it's his second attempt. And at the moment, Mctaggart, New Zealand will be the next lifter according to the normal progression. However, a change there will bring Michael Lane to the front. So Michael Lane, please prepare, you're probably the next lifter. No lift once again for Riley Porter, so 158 kilograms remains the weight, and Riley Porter will be the lifter. It'll be his third attempt, and a crucial attempt because he must succeed to record a result in the competition. So far, not being successful with his first two attempts, clean and jerk. 158 kilograms for Riley Porter, Australia, third attempt. Cameron Mctaggart, New Zealand, will be next. So the OWF Cup, a new competition introduced by the Oceania Weightlifting Federation this year, and it sits alongside the league. Oh, we've got some changes coming through. So Porter have gone to 160, stop the clock on Porter. Sorry, 162, 161 for Mctaggart. So we go to Michael Lane, Australia, 160 kilograms, and his first attempt. No lift for Michael Lane there on 160 kilograms, so the weight remains the same. The lifter remains the same. 2 minutes on the clock for Michael Lane, 160 kilograms, and it's his second attempt. And the next lifter, Uwea Detadamo Nauru. So the OWF Cup sits alongside a competition that the Oceania Weightlifting Federation has been running for a number of years now, the online league tournaments. And they're commencing both leagues, the Premiers League and the A-League, commencing next month. And they'll run through, there'll be a monthly competition running through to the end of the year, supported by the Oceania Weightlifting Federation, and another example of the work being done and the initiative of the OWF in keeping weightlifting alive and thriving throughout the region during very difficult conditions caused by the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. We can't travel from one country to another and come together in one place, and it's been that way for quite some time now, unfortunately. There doesn't seem to be any end coming soon, so these tournaments, the online competitions, the head-to-head online competitions in real time, such as this one, the OWF Cup, and the monthly tournaments via email, keep all the lifters in the Oceania region engaged and gives them an incentive to continue to practice. Michael Lane now, 160 kilograms, second attempt. Good lift. Success that time for Michael on 160. Now we go to Nauru and Uwea Detadamo, 161 kilograms, second attempt. Riley Porter, please prepare. So there could be changes to the scoreboard that will bring Porter in as the next lifter. Good lift. Majority decision in favour of a good lift there for Detadamo Nauru, 161. And once again, we apply the 1 kilogram automatic increment to this lifter, 162 kilograms. No change there from Awaya, declaration of a heavier weight, 162 kilograms. Now in Australia for Riley Porter. Riley Porter, Australia, third attempt, critical attempt. Needs a successful lift here to record a result in the competition. Good lift. And a big sigh of relief, no doubt, for Riley Porter and his coach there in Australia. 162 kilograms, 292 in the total. And now we go back to New Zealand and Cam Mctaggart. And his third attempt, 163 kilograms. Next lifter, Leo Lark, Australia. Good lift. Success again for Mctaggart, 163, 293 kilograms in the total. And now again back to Australia, 165 kilograms for the third attempt of Leo Lark. And the next lifter, Detadamo Nauru. No lift for Leo Lark there on that attempt. Successful on the second with 158 kilograms and 281 in the total. Pardon me, we're back in Nauru now, 165 kilograms for Uwea Detadamo, third attempt. And Michael Lane, Australia, will be next. No lift. So Uwea finishing with a success on his second attempt in clean and jerk, 161 and 293 in the total. And now to Australia and Michael Lane for the final attempt in this competition, 169 kilograms. Michael Lane, Australia. No lift. So unsuccessful there for Michael on that attempt. Success on his second attempt with 160 kilograms. And that concludes the lifting and session number 2 on day 2 of the OWF Cup. Just recapping the results by total, remembering that the OWF Cup awards will be made according to an overall Sinclair point ranking for all the male competitors at the end of the competition, with still one session to come. But at the close of the 81 kilogram and 89 kilogram bodyweight categories, just recapping the totals, Jerome Tura, Cook Islands, 249 kilograms in total. Leo Lark, Australia, 281 kilograms. Riley Porter, Australia, 292 kilograms. That's the 81 kilogram category lifters. Now the 89 kilogram bodyweight category. Matahi Taiapuho, Tahiti, 270 kilograms. Cam Mctaggart, New Zealand, 293 kilograms. Michael Lane, Australia, 292 kilograms. And Awea Detadamo, Nauru, 293 kilograms. Thank you for joining us for the OWF Cup. We have one more competition session commencing at 2:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Time. We hope that you will join us again then.